Good afternoon, students. Today is our theme, types of questions. Objectives of the lesson. The first, students get to know 4 types of questions and structure of interrogative sentences. The second, students will think about the pictures and different types of questions. Third, students put questions to the sentences individually. Expected results. Students will be able to understand the different types of questions. Students will be able to use the types of questions in their speech correctly. Students will improve their listening and speaking skills. At the beginning of our theme, let's repeat the tongue twister. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is a peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? You will learn by heart this tongue twister. I am going to talk with you types of questions. They are general question, special question, alternative question, and disjunctive question. What is a question? A question is a type of sentence which has an information gap that needs to be filled. Make-up interrogative sentences are a very important theme that to learn every foreign language. When make-up interrogative sentences in English language, we don't change only intonation, we change structure or order of sentences also. We will begin from general question. Structure of general question: auxiliary verb, subject, predicate, object, and adverbial modifier. This interrogative sentence in the English language implies the formulation of the question to the whole proposal. The answer to this question are the words yes and no. Therefore, this type of question in the English language is still referred to as yes-no question. For example, do you have a cup of coffee every morning? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Here is for the auxiliary verbs to be and to do. M for the subject I, is for he, she, it, are for we, you, they, do for I, you, we, they. Thus, for the subjects he, she, it. Examples for the general questions. For example, I am cooking delicious food. Here is auxiliary verb am. That's why we put questions for the general question beginning from am. Am I cooking delicious food? Yes, I am. You are a good student. Are you a good student? Yes, I am. The weather is very nice today. Is the weather very nice today? No, it isn't nice today. Paris is the capital of France. Is Paris the capital of France? Yes, it is. They are going to travel with friends. Are they going to travel with friends? No, they are not. For the auxiliary verb to do, I invite my friends to the restaurant. Here is verb invite. That's why we use in the present tense do. Do I invite my friends to the restaurant? No, I don't. You think about your future life. Do you think about your future life? Yes, I do. He watches English film every day. To do for the he, she, it, we add es. Does he watch English film every day? Yes, he does. She writes a letter to her mother. Does she write a letter to her mother? No, she doesn't. The students speak English and German. Do the students speak English and German? Yes, they do. Special question. The structure of special question: question word, auxiliary or modal verb, subject, and main verb. This type of question in English is different in that it can be given to any member of the proposal. The word order is also the opposite, and to obtain the necessary information used several interrogative words. For example, when do you write essay? What questions are called special? They are who, what, when, where, how many, which, whose, why. These questions are special questions. Who, ask about person, act as subject of the sentence. For example, who is that woman? Who are you phoning? Where, asking in or at what place or position. For example, where do you live? Where are my shoes? When, asking about time, occasion, and moment. When can I see you? When did you start this work? Why, asking for reason, explanation, and moment. Why were you late? Why are you crying? What, asking for a specific thing, object. What is the matter? What time is it? How, asking for way, manner, form. How do you go to school? How to get to the city center? Which, asking about choice. Which is better exercise, swimming or tennis? How many, asking about quantity used with countable nouns. How many people were there? How often, asking about frequency. How often do you go swimming? Here is picture. You will divide into 3 groups and use these pictures, make up dialogue about students' education and their life. Here I write some questions and you will use these questions also and make up dialogue. It's for the first group. This picture is for the second group, and this picture is for the third group. Please make up dialogue using the types of questions. Alternative questions begin with an auxiliary verb and plus or. Ask any member of the proposals, but this feature interrogative sentence is a choice between two objects, persons, properties, actions, etc. For example, does she work at the hospital as a nurse or as a doctor? You will choose one variant. Do you want coffee or tea? Do you like to walk or cycling? Examples for the alternative question. Are Kate and Lisa friends or sisters? Does John break a mug or vase? Do you like rose or tulip? Does Lima usually write message or call her granny? When is Sam coming back? On Saturday or on Monday? Disjunctive questions. In setting such interrogative sentence, in English language, a person tries to express doubts, surprise, confirmation of this. This question consists of two parts. The first is a proposal itself, entirely with unaltered word order and without those parts of speech which actually asks the question. The second, a short question, which will be an auxiliary or modal verb present in the first part of the predicate. There are two ways this question of education in the English language. The first, affirmative sentence, a brief question in the negative. The second, often negative, brief question is yes. For example, you live in Spain, don't you? Here is affirmative sentence is you live in Spain, and negative, don't you? You don't live in Spain. Here is negative, and here's do you, the affirmative. Examples for the disjunctive questions. For the to be and for to do and modal verbs. I'm a teacher, aren't I? Here, auxiliary verb am, and it's a tail for the tail question, aren't I? You are drinking coffee, aren't you? John is going to the theater, isn't he? Here is to be is, that's why we use here negative form, isn't he? They are staying at home, aren't they? For the to do, you like tea with lemon, don't you? Here, like the verb in the present tense, that's why we use don't you. They come from London, don't they? He smokes a cigarette, doesn't he? She doesn't cook food, does she? Jim must try again, mustn't he? You can find a job, can't you? He can't speak Chinese, can he? We must work hard at our English, mustn't we? Here is picture of nature. You will make up topic for the picture and put disjunctive questions such as this nature is very nice, isn't it? The mountains are high, aren't they? You see fir trees, don't you? Watch the video.
What time is it?
It's just after 8.
Oh no.
Don't worry.
Do I look good?
You look terrific. Now, tell me about this date. Will you have a nice little table for two?
I think Chan is also asking two of his friends.
Oh, the more the merrier. What will you eat?
It's an Indian restaurant. I'll probably order a curry.
Delicious. I adore Indian cooking.
Do you? Do you recommend I try anything special?
Why don't you try a biryani?
What is a biryani exactly?
It's a fabulous rice dish. It's a bit similar to your Spanish paella.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. And will you have something to drink?
I'd like some wine tonight.
Do you like white or red wine?
It depends on the curry.
Very sensible. Now, don't drink too much.
No, I won't. I'll only have 1 or 2 glasses. Oh, I'm nervous for the time.
Don't be nervous about the time. You have loads of time. Let's see. Oh, my heavens, 8:10.
I'm going to be late.
No, you're not. I will call the very nice minicab, and he will be here in no time. Hello? Yes, good evening. Yes, this is Agatha Johnson here. Fine, thank you. How are you? Glad to hear it. Yes. Can you send one of your best drivers? That's right. Chesworth Gardens, number 7. Ask him to ring the bell. How long will it be? Okay, thanks. Good evening.
How long will it be?
She says the cab will be here in 5 minutes.
Okay.
You look like a model.
Thanks. How much do you think the cab fare will be?
Probably around 10 quid.
Quid?
Oh, pounds. Do you have enough money with you?
Yes, thanks.
Good. Oh, there he is now.
Okay. Bye. See you.
Night-night. Have a good time.
For the home task, you will write down questions to your copybook about the video's question. What types of questions have they used? You will divide into such shapes of figures and write down to your copybook. Using literatures. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.